Guys, and welcome to Crystal Best Fitness. I'm Crystal Best, and I'm on a journey to get to my goal weight this year of anywhere between 135 to 140 pounds. Today is the 166th of that journey, and I am coming down from an ultimate highest weight that I've ever got in my life of 225 pounds, which was in February 2025, and in January this year I weighed 192. I'm currently 164 pounds. Yeah. So I've lost 28 pounds in this journey that I'm on right now since the January 1st, where I started doing these lives, of which today is 166 of. Um Everything is going well today. I'm still on my June challenge. Today is day 15. So we're basically halfway through our June challenge. I haven't had one bit of fast food. I haven't had any um, snacks, soda, juices, nothing, just water only, and really healthy choices for food, following my normal eating plan, which is half my plate being vegetables, 25% carbs, and 25% protein. And that's it. Things are going great. I really can't complain. I have been doing my 15 to 30 minutes of exercise. I started back doing it yesterday. So yesterday I got in a small workout. I don't know if it was 15 minutes, but it could have been 10 to 15 minutes of, the normal squats, lunges, leg raises, fire hydrants, stuff like that. And it went well. I'm hoping to do it again this afternoon. Maybe, I'm not sure. It depends on how things go with the kids this evening. I want to talk to you a little bit today about getting started. If you're new to my channel, you know that you wouldn't know that I promote health and fitness. I promote weight loss specifically if you're not within your healthy body mass index, and if you're overweight, if a doctor tells you you're overweight, or if you know that you're overweight. I like to encourage people to get on their fitness journeys as I am on mine, and I like to take you along with me. So if you're interested in being on a fitness journey or losing weight, drop a comment under this video and let me know. I am not from the UK. I'm from the Caribbean. I am in Trinidad and Tobago. Hi Santiago. I How do you get started? And that's normally the number one question everybody asks me. Now that I've lost almost 30 pounds, thank you very much, Santiago. Now that I've lost almost 30 pounds, I am constantly being asked, what did you do? And I would constantly say healthy diet and exercise, and that's all I do. And people are like, and I'm like, go to my YouTube. You would see from the first of I wish I'd started recording when I was 225 pounds. I didn't. I started recording this process when I was 192 pounds. I had already lost 30 something pounds and was very excited about it. Yeah, people just don't want to believe it, but I'm telling you, that's what I did. If you go to my first um live 160 something days ago, you would see all I've been doing is eating healthy. I even shared my meals for the first 2 months of my this journey that I'm on right here. I shared every single meal that I had, and that's to encourage others and show others how I eat in order to lose weight. Um, so I will go through exactly what I did and what you should do. The first thing you do when you're going to start a weight loss program, I tell anybody, is that you go to your doctor and you let your doctor know what you're planning to do, because this is health and fitness. So there might be a diet that you might be wanting to try, or an exercise routine that you might be wanting to start, and your doctor is the one to tell you, listen, you can't do that diet, you have low levels of X or low levels of Y. You never know. So before you start any exercise routine or any weight loss plan or journey, I always say contact your medical professional and find out if you can do what you are planning to do. Once you've done that, you get the go ahead. Like I got the go ahead. You're perfectly healthy, you have no issues. You go forth and lose weight. you make a plan. Now, that plan should include how you eat, how you exercise, what you surround yourself with regards to positive influence, and this is not necessarily something that is the most important, but it's very important because you don't want to be trying to do something good with your life and you have people sort of talking you down, because then you're setting yourself up for failure. So you definitely want to have a diet plan, how you plan to eat. And I can't tell you how to eat. This is the only thing I could recommend, and it's how I eat, because I follow a sustainable diet. A sustainable diet is a diet where high butterfly, a sustainable diet is where you eat basically everything. I eat everything. I don't follow any. Hello? Oh, okay. I got scared just now. I follow a basic diet plan where I don't follow high. You got me scared just now because I saw you sleeping. So I heard a bunch of noise. Sorry. Anyway, how creepy was that? Right. So I don't follow any like paleo or keto or this or that or anything or the military diet. I eat everything. I eat rice, beans, chicken, fish, potatoes, pasta, everything. Now, what I do is specifically take things that are not like diet food, like for instance, potatoes, pasta, and stuff like that. That's heavy in carbohydrates and calories. I eat very little of those things or small portions of those things, and I up my portions of vegetables, fruits, and nuts, grains, and those kind of things. And I eat my regular amount of meat that I have to eat. That's how I eat. I'm not saying you have to eat like that. I just what I what I wanted to do is I wanted to follow a diet that I can do for the rest of my life. There's some of those diets where you do it and you lose a lot of weight, and then once you stop the diet, you put back on the weight because you start eating the things that the diet did not allow you to eat. I wanted to follow that where I could eat pizza or fried chicken if I want to, but in smaller portions and managing it so that I satiate my appetite and I feel great about myself and I still get to eat the things that I love, but I'm also losing weight and being healthy and keeping a healthy body and mind. So that's eating. You want to make sure you're exercising. I tell people the way I exercise is I try to get movement in every day. I try to get my steps in. I park far and walk when I have to go to the mall. I use the steps instead of the elevator. When I'm putting away clothes, I don't sit down and fold clothes. I stand up, I put the clothes there, and I put it down there, and I'm walking back and forth. And I just before I shower in the morning, I do 50 squats, simple things like that. And then you want to put aside 3 to 4 days where you're lifting weights. You're using your free weights, your kettlebell. You can buy little things at home. If you go on my page, you'll see I shared one of my full body workouts. You can just press play and follow that. And if you have any of the equipment, it's really cheap to buy. Those things are not expensive to buy. What you want to do is you want to just make sure you're getting movement in every day. Move your body. I am not one to get 10,000 steps a day. I remember when I was like, oh, I'm going to get 10,000 steps a day. I probably did it for like a week. And then I was like, oh, there's no way I'm going to be walking for an hour and a half every morning just to get 10,000 steps in. You have to know what is for you and what you can do. If you can get 10,000 steps in, great, do it. But if you can't, just try to get as much movement in as you can. Of course, you're getting more movement in while you're losing weight, because then once you've lost all the weight, you will be maintaining. So you'll be exercising just for health reasons and not necessarily for weight loss reasons, right? Then you want to, once you've made those plans and decide what you're going to do, you want to write it down. Always write it down, because a dream that you don't write down is simply a wish, and it's not necessarily in reality. Write it down, stick it up somewhere you can see it every day, your bedroom, your bathroom. For me, it's in my office or my craft room, because that's my office. And then you want to find also what you're going to write down also is a way of monitoring and evaluating your progress. So you want to weigh yourself once a week. That's written down on my plan. Weigh yourself once a week, measure yourself once a month, and make sure and put any other thing weight loss oriented on that plan that you plan to do, like drinking lots of water, stuff like that. And you are, I bet you will see results. Make sure you, as I said, monitor and evaluation, record your process, write down when you lose weight. I do a chart like this, and I have all my months of what I've been doing, how I've been losing, taking notes and everything. You don't have to do it so strictly. I wanted to follow my process really in detail so I know what I'm doing. And also, if you're having problems, like for instance, if you're on your program for a month and you haven't lost 1 pound, then you want something to look back on. Maybe you want to start recording how you eat, working out how much calories you're having, how much calories you need to eat, find your goal weight, multiply your goal weight by 12, and that's you eating in a calorie deficit in order for you to lose the weight that you need to lose. All right. So that's how to get started. It is fairly simple. If you don't have a buddy, just leave a comment under the video. I could record your weight loss for you. We could do it together. It's really something that everyone should really strive for and achieve in this life. Getting to your goal weight is amazing. Very um it's an amazing experience to reach to a point where you feel good in your own skin, you're healthy, your body's functioning at optimal levels, and you just in it's a high, man. Do it. All right. If you like anything about my channel, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I share um fitness, workout, and weight loss tips, tricks, motivation of what I do, and I share my journey. So I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 167, not 97, for day 167 of my weight loss journey. Don't forget weighing Wednesdays. Every Wednesday, I do a live weigh in to see where I'm at. And my last weight was 164. So let's hope I lost some weight this week. We'll see how it goes. Okay, bye guys.